Okay, say this. In this file, what I added is star.java I added. So in my .git ignore, I added star.java. Now, if I go to my git status, so I modified .git ignore, right? So, okay, it is modified. Now, if I go and add one Java file here, hello dot Java, if I add, for example, spelling mistake, it's okay, leave it. If I type git status here, is it showing that Java?
No.
No, it's not showing because I ignored that in the .git ignore file. But that .git ignore is only in my local. There is a chance that some other person can commit a .java file. So what I shall do, I'll commit this git ignore and push it to GitHub. So someone else also will pull it or clone it. So even their .git ignore have that Java file ignored, they will not be able to commit the Java files. In real time Java files we should allow, but I'm showing for example. Understood, guys? I want to allow. So what I'll do, I'll go here, remove that. That's it. Now it will allow Java files. Okay, is it showing that hello file? Yes or no?
Yes.
So like this, what are all the files we have to commit, right? That we can allow. What we want to ignore, that we can ignore in our .git ignore file. This is very important for interviews and real time as well. Understood? So the .git ignore is a file. What if you place some file in that? So that file. If you want to ignore only specific file, write that full file. The file name, full name, you write it. I want to ignore. I want to allow all the Java files, but except one Java file. Only one Java file. Okay, you write this hello something that Java file. Other than that, it will allow everything. Something we have, right? Hello, we made as hello. Okay. So this Java file, only this Java file it will not allow, but the other Java files it will allow. Understood? If you write star.java, all the files which have Java extension. If you write only one file name, one file. Understood, guys? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Remember this. This is one of the important thing. .git ignore. Okay. How you ignore some file to be committed with? Just go and add it in the .git ignore. Okay. For example, you may get one more question, sir. I already created a file. I already created a repository, something like this. What is this? My first repository, something I created it. This is Java repository, but I forgot to create .git ignore. How can I get it? Do one thing. You create one more repository. You create one more repository like this. You create one more repository like this. Okay. Where is that? What is the repository name, guys? We created just now under use your name. We created, right? Okay.
Yes,
We
sir.
test something.
Flipkart.
Okay, Flipkart, right? Yeah, correct. Flipkart. Yeah, this repository. So you create a repository like this. It has a .git ignore. Copy this content. Copy this content. Copy this content. You get here. You go and create here. Create new file. Okay, you can clone it from your local also. You can create, or else directly you can also create files here. From here also you can create a file directly. Git ignore. Put it here. Commit the changes. So it's like committing. I created a new file and committed it. Okay, here also we got it. Or else I have given a file .git ignore generator. There are online tools to generate the .git ignore. If you go to that tools, I forgot that. I think this is the one, or else somewhere that I forgot. I have something. I have the link in my document. If you get it. Where? .git ignore. Okay, this is a link. Somewhere I gave it in the document only. So if you go here, okay, what is the site? gitignore.io. Okay, where is that? Okay, go to this site .gitignore.io. It was showing something. It is a video.
Hey, this is Joe, and I'm going to show you how to use Git.
So if you go to that site, not docs. There is one site. Okay, here if you type it, so you want to create for Java project, you just search here. Just search here Java. Click it, create it. It will give the same content. You take it, create a file here, .gitignore, paste it there. Like that also you can do. You can create some other repository. From there you can copy paste it here, or else you can use some online tools to do that. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's it for today. Do you have any questions? So Git, this rebase is there, which is one of the very important topic, but time is not sufficient. I'll discuss that in the next session. Okay. Okay, almost I discussed important comments, whatever we need. I think I almost discussed. Maybe one class is enough to complete Git and GitHub. Okay, anything is there on GitHub in admin part? I'll discuss that. Okay, and Git actions, I'll just explain few things. Webhooks, I'll discuss in Jenkins. This is not the topic to discuss now. Okay, anything else I missed? Okay, fork is there. Okay, I'll discuss that fork also. In next session, I'll complete GitHub. Okay, then we will start Maven. Okay. Don't miss that Maven class. Each and every class is important from now. Okay, guys.
Sir, for every repository, we have to create keygen separately, sir.
No, it is one time. That's why
One
I
time.
said, do you remember or not? I said not this settings. On that day I highlighted. Whenever you want to give SSH keygen, that is not in this setting. That SSH keygen is in this settings.
Yeah,
this is
in
overall
this,
GitHub.
for one
setting.
account, one keygen.
Yeah, one local system to your GitHub account. If you
Even
use
though it
separate
is
computer,
organization.
yeah, see that has how that works is, let me explain that also. That SSH key id_rsa.pub is there, right?
Yes, yes. sir.
id_rsa pub you are copying into your GitHub public key. That private key id_rsa is in your local computer,
Local.
right? So whenever you push some changes, that id_rsa, that private key come here. That private key and public key will have a link. They'll check, okay, for this public key, is this a correct private key? Yes. Then they'll communicate with each other. They'll verify each other. Then it will allow it. But if you corrupt that id_rsa private key, it will come here. It will, your public key will check whether it is my key or not. No, there is no link. So it will not allow. Understood? For one computer to your GitHub. If you same case, this Chaitanya connects from some other laptop, it will not allow, because from that computer, that id_rsa key and public key are not matching. Understood? If you are using separate another computer, again you have to come from that laptop or desktop. You have to copy that, generate the SSH key and copy it here. Understood?
Okay, sir. It is for if you want to
System
log
to
in
your
from
GitHub.
another computer, we have to generate another key.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, sir.
Okay, this SSH key ID we use so many times in DevOps. Okay, that is important. Understood, guys? That has some certificate. That is nothing but id_rsa, rsa.pub. Those are some keys are there inside that. You try to open those keys and check it. It has a secret key inside. Okay, understood, guys? The
Yes,
two
sir.
link, the two keys has a link. Okay, any other questions? You do the assignment. And one more thing, I'll post in the group. Few people dropped, I don't know. Oh, okay. So you just let me know who are not interested for assignments. It's okay, but who are interested, right? So you let me know in the WhatsApp group, sir, I'm interested like that. I'll post that again. You let me know. I'll create a batches. Okay, you can practice together. Okay.